G-Phoria, presented by EB Games and Jeep. G-Phoria, hosted by Jamie Kennedy, with appearances by Traci Bingham, Cara DeLizia, David Gallagher, Colin Hanks, Tony Hawk, Kelly Hu, Jenna Jameson, Liotta, John Madden, Dominic Monaghan, Geena Lee Nolan, Haley Joel Osment, Hayden Panettiere, Brande Roderick, John Sally, Hal Sparks, Mia St. John, Jonathan Fatality Wendell, and Elijah Wood, with musical performances by Public Enemy and A Flock of Seagulls. G-Phoria, a celebration of gaming, featuring the first annual Glow Awards, with special surprises, game exclusives, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Jamie Kennedy.
Welcome to G-Phoria. Tonight's the night that we honor the people and the games that were voted as best of this year. Are you guys ready? All right, gamers, the winners were decided by gamers voting at G4TV.com. Now, there's more G-Phoria than just awards presentations. We've got award receiving, we've got live music, we've got celebrity guests, special performances, plus a few surprises. We'll also be showing you how to make your very own video game at home using nothing but macaroni and old-fashioned gumption. Since a video game party needs video games, we will debut some exclusive titles way before they're out in any stores. The first presenter of the evening turned his sport into a massive media revolution and made it socially acceptable to turn tricks. That's right, friends, Romans, and gamers, put your hands together for my man, Mr. Tony Hawk.
Well, I have to admit, I have been very lucky to make a living doing something that I absolutely love, and that is presenting awards. And when I have time, skating. The EB Gamers' Choice Award was decided at over 1,000 store locations in all 50 states. If you had strong opinions about video games and could operate a pen, you were eligible to fill out a ballot. It was easier than an Ollie North over the Gons Gap. Let's take a look at the nominees.
EB Gamers' Choice. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Battlefield 1942. Animal Crossing. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Metroid Prime.
And the winner of the 2003 EB Gamers' Choice Award goes to Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Here to accept the award is the man responsible for it all, the creator of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and the president of Rockstar Games.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Ah! The award is mine. It's Tommy Vercetti's. You understand? I should get credit for this. By the way, I really love your work. I'm a big fan.
Oh, thanks.
Really good stuff. And hey, I almost forgot to thank me, and most of all, me. I owe all my success to my mother. Mom once told me to live life following this one simple rule. If you like it, take it. If you don't, break it. Try it. It's better than yoga, you jerks. You're all jerks.
Hi, I'm Diane Mizota.
And I'm Victor Lucas.
And welcome to G-Phoria, our skybox, where we've got more than just the prime POV.
That's right, we've got games, and more games, from the floor below to the rooftop above, and everywhere in between. Over the course of the evening, we're going to talk to some of the very special guests that are in attendance tonight at G-Phoria.
Victor and I will also be introducing the 5 great nominees for Game of the Year.
That's right, all night long, we're going to be showcasing some very exciting G-Phoria game exclusives that you won't see anywhere else. And seeing how there's no better time than the present, why don't we start right now with Full Spectrum Warrior. That's this year's best original game at E3, which was funded by the US Army and is a 100% real simulation of the Army's modern urban combat tactics. Take a look at the game. It's playable here at G-Phoria for the first time anywhere.
For the longest time, gaming has had the stigma of being dudes only. Luckily, that's just a stereotype, and more women are playing games every day. Just not the ones I usually want to play. Here to present the next award is a video gamer and star of the forthcoming film, 1114. Put your hands together for Mr. Colin Hanks.
Characters in new games are revealing more of the nuances from the actors' performances. This award recognizes the vital contribution of actors in the creation of video games. Here are the nominees for Best Voice Performance by a Female.
Best Live Action Voice Performance, Female. Jenna Jameson, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yo, Candy, I'm looking for movie talent. You interested?
Sure, but you'd have to talk to my agent.
Allison Hannigan, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
They cut the power. Does it make me a pessimist to say that's a bad omen?
Deborah Harry, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
You beat the crap out of them. Then they beat the crap out of us, etc., etc.
Mandy Moore, Kingdom Hearts.
When the Heartless came, everything changed.
Ms. Cleo, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
You must be the big bad man my granddaddy been chatting about. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
And the Glow Award for Best Voice Performance by a Female goes to Jenna Jameson for Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Wow. I just wanted to tell everybody how excited I am to be included in the whole gaming tradition, because I'm a big gamer, believe it or not. When I'm not working, I'm playing video games, and you know, Vice City has to be the most amazing game that has ever been produced. I'd like to thank Rockstar for taking a chance on a porn star. Thanks, everybody. Party on.
If you don't know what time it is, you're about to find out. performing Fight the Power from Def Jam Vendetta, the original OGs of rap, Public Enemy.
All right, check it out. Get on up. Hey, get into it. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Hey, yo. 2003, another summer. Hey, sound of the drummer. Use a cane to heart, cause I know they got soul. Brothers and sisters. Hey, listen if you miss it, y'all. Swing it while I'm singing. Hey, give it while you can. Go I know when, while the back man sweating. And the rhythm is rolling. Got to give us what we want. Got to give us what we need. Hey, our freedom of beat is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that beat. Let me hear you say, fight the power. You got to fight so what, y'all? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. You got to fight so what now? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. You got to fight so what, y'all? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Hey, we got to fight the power that beat. Everybody right there, get on up. Everybody over there, get into it. Everybody in the middle, get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Everybody right there, get on up. Everybody over here, get into it. Everybody right here, get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Hey, let me hear you say, fight the power. You got to fight, say what, y'all? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. You got to fight, say what? Pump it up. Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. You got to fight, say what, y'all? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Hey, we got to fight the power that beat. Did you know Elvis was a hero to who? Elvis was a hero to who? Elvis was a hero to both, but he never meant to me. You see, straight out, racist and sucker was simple and plain. Cause I'm black and I'm proud. I'm hyper some air. Most of my heroes don't appear no stand. Sure, for a look like you looking, find nothing but running for 400 years if you check. Don't worry, be happy. Was a number one jam. Damn if I said they can slap me right here. Get it, let's get this party started right. Right on. Come on. What we got to say? How to the people know the lane. Make everybody see and all the truth. Fight the power that beat. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Yes. You got to fight, say what, y'all? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Hey. Yes. Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Yes. You got to fight, say what, y'all? Fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Yeah. We got to fight the power that beat. Yeah. Hey. Get into it. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved. You got to fight the power. Yeah. Fight the power. Get into it. Get involved. Get involved. Here we go. Come on. Fight. Come on. You got to fight the power. Fight. Hey. You got to fight the power. Fight. Here we go. Hey. You got to fight the power. On time. Fight. Come on, y'all. Hey. Let's go. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Yeah. Public enemy.
Up next, Geena Lee Nolan.
This is fun.
John Sally and the award for Best Sports Game. Haley Joel Osment.
You're going.
And later, Elijah Wood.
It's about time that video games have their place. It's great, and it's great that there's finally a channel.
As G-Phoria continues, presented by EB Games and G.
Brought to you by Singular, the wireless company that fits you best.
You know that buddy list you love? Now you can take it with you on your Singular phone. Because no one makes it easier to use mobile instant messaging than Singular. Your buddy list goes with you everywhere. And right now, get unlimited instant messaging for $2.99 and a great deal on I Am Ready Nokia phones.
I call it my buddy list goes with me plan.
AOL Instant Messenger. Another reason Singular fits you best.
The legend grows. The new, longer Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, with more legroom, twice the cargo space, and trail-rated capability. Only in a Jeep 4x4.
These guys win every year.
On you. What's up? Because
ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got? I have a sit rep from Alpha Company.
BT, ready to be verified. Verified.
Put yourself in the picture with this free video. You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
State Insurance Company.
Hello, I'd like a car insurance quote, please. Yeah, hi. Hello. Yeah, I'd like a quote, please. Can I have a car insurance quote? Need a quote. Yeah, I'm looking for a car insurance quote, please. Quote, please. Just need a quote.
Hey, think easier. Think Progressive. We give you our direct rate for car insurance, plus the rates of other top companies instantly. Go to Progressive.com.
Driver's license number, make and model, number of drivers, VIN number, submit. No.
Hey, think easier. Think Progressive. We give you our direct rate for car insurance, plus the rates of other top companies instantly. Go to Progressive.com.
Video games have assumed a unique position at the center of the pop culture universe. The line between video games and movies was practically erased this year with the release of Enter the Matrix. It was a game and an exclusive game feature film. The classic Steve McQueen flick, The Great Escape, is soon to be a game too. Just as the second Tomb Raider feature drops into theaters, the best games will continue to assimilate sports, music, and movies, and the best our culture has to offer. If you still have no idea what I'm talking about, then this will help straighten you out. sports games, you can now win championships from the comfort of your own living room. Just not binding ones. Our next presenter, however, got his the old-fashioned way. He's got his own video game coming out next year with Stormfront Entertainment. Please welcome four-time NBA champion, John the Spider Salute.
There was a bumper crop of great sports games that were a lot of fun last year, and these nominees were the best of the best. Check out the tape.
They're on their way down the stretch, challenging head and head as they swing into the stretch. It's going to be a photograph finish.
Best sports game. Madden NFL 2003. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003. Sega Sports NFL 2K3. Sega Sports NHL 2K3.
And the Glow Award for the best sports game, damn period, goes to EA Sports Madden Football 2003, y'all.
Hey gamers, thanks for honoring EA Sports Madden 2003 with the award for best sports game. I'm sorry I can't be there to accept our Glow Award in person. The Madden 2004 ships in a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you, we're running around like a bunch of six-legged turkeys trying to get it ready. Anyway, for 14 years now, the Madden team has done everything to bring you the most realistic football experience that's possible. And although we've learned a ton of lessons along the way, there's one that stands head and shoulders above the rest. We wouldn't get to keep trying if it weren't for you. So on behalf of EA Sports and everyone on the Madden team, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for recognizing, playing, and loving our game. Thanks again for the award, and I hope to see you in 2004.
Hey, welcome back. It's Diane and Victor back in the Skybox, and we are here with Cara DeLizia from Boston Public. Hey, Cara, how's your night going?
Pretty good. It's pretty hopping. I love it.
Yeah, so are you a big gamer?
I'm a huge gamer ever since I can remember. I started off with Atari. I was young, I promise, when Atari was on. And now I'm all the way up to my favorite's PS2.
Nice.
We understand you like Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's your thing.
Yes, I was very excited to see him from afar. Yeah, it's a great game. The 4 is a little bit harder for me than 3, I have to say, I will admit, but I like the challenge.
Right on.
So do you have any picks for Game of the Year?
You know what? I think it's going to be Vice City, but I want Splinter Cell. But I don't think I'm going to win, but hopefully, maybe, you never know.
You want Splinter Cell to win?
I want Splinter Cell to win. I'm a pretty big Splinter Cell fan.
Me too. Me too. All right, well, now it's time to check in on another G-Phoria exclusive. Onimusha 3 features the motion capture moves, the likeness, and the voice of actor Jean Reno. It includes dueling samurais from both the feudal and modern-day Japan, and it's playable for the first time at G-Phoria. Here's a look at Onimusha 3.
So cool.
Looks deadly.
Now, let's take a few moments to look at the first nominee for Game of the Year. Here's what gamers and game experts think about the return of Samus Aran in Metroid Prime.
Deep, amazing, old school. They've turned a 2D action game into a fantastic 3D action game.
Atmosphere. It's all brought to life in beautiful, lush environments that are just teeming with detail.
Rain, snow, lava.
Places that are like oozing with radiation.
It's eerily quiet.
It's a perfect game to play in the dark by yourself around midnight.
Here's Samus Aran.
She's an intergalactic bounty hunter, she warrior.
You never really get a close look at her because she's always wearing this tough alien space armor.
A one-woman wrecking crew. She ducks into a little ball.
Soon enough, she's acting like a big skateboard and literally, going across half pipes.
It's a really great, complete package.
It's one of those games when you're away from it, you're still thinking about it.
From the music to the gameplay, the enemies, the visual design, it's just a stunning game.
All right, what's up, gamers? All right, now once upon a time, stuff happened, the end. That's my life story. And sadly, the plot of many old video games. But fortunately, as games have evolved, so have the stories that drive them. Anyway, please help me welcome the beautiful and talented Miss Geena Lee Nolan. Yeah.
A game with a bad story doesn't fool anyone. It will end up at the bottom of your stack pretty quickly. So in 2003, it was a great year for original stories in a video game. So take a look at a few of the best.
Best story. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
She is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
There's been an accident with your grandfather.
Grand Theft Auto, Vice City.
Those psychos from up north, they've been on the horn, and they're coming down here soon. You gotta take these guys out.
I understand. Help the jury change their minds. Don't worry about it.
No!
Kingdom Hearts.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade. So, this is the key.
The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
I'd feel better if I knew what was going on. You know what you need to. I've just about memorized the speech language. Well, start believing it.
And the Glow Award for Best Story goes to Kingdom Hearts.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Kingdom Hearts, the voice of Sora, Haley Joel Osment.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to have been part of a game with such a talented cast and crew and great story. On behalf of the game's creators, I would like to thank G-Phoria and give a special thanks to everyone who voted for us.
Here to pay tribute to Kingdom Hearts are 5 very talented fans we came across in their totally self-created personal tribute to the game.
My journey has brought me far from the innocent boy I once was. I've learned so much and faced so many challenges along the way. In searching for my friends, I've made many new ones, some who helped me find the right path.
Sora, the road ahead of you is not an easy one, and though I can't aid you anymore, remember this. You've grown so much since we first met, and you've proven yourself worthy of the Keyblade. If anyone can save your friends, you can. Good luck, Sora. We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
Thanks, Leon. Besides, I couldn't forget you even if I wanted to.
I'll see you, kid.
I finally found Kairi and Riku, and almost lost one of them to darkness. Riku! What have you done to Kairi?
Kairi has lost her heart, and I have come to take it from within you.
I don't understand.
One who knows nothing can understand nothing. Sora, there's no time. I can't hold him back much longer. Go, end this now.
And once it's all over?
We will find each other again.
I fought shadow after shadow, each struggle preparing me for this final confrontation.
Your journey ends here, boy. There is darkness inside every heart. It will spread until it has consumed all the worlds within its shadowy jaws. And at the nexus of this void will be me.
You're wrong! As long as we hold true to the light within our hearts, the darkness can't win!
The darkness cannot be destroyed.
And though it seemed I reached the end of my journey, there was a darker force, more powerful than the Heartless. Who are you?
It is of no consequence to you. Step aside.
But you didn't answer my question.
You are toying with matters you cannot begin to comprehend. If you insist on this foolishness, I will teach you how to better choose your battles.
I don't need lessons from you.
Yeah.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, the creator of Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura, and the voices of Kairi and Riku, Hayden Panettiere and David Gallagher. Still to come, the G4 Legend Award, presented by Jeep.
G-Phoria, I love you! Yeah!
Brande Roderick.
I'm really excited, and I'm presenting the award for Best Revival.
Hal Sparks, and a performance by A Flock of Seagulls.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be right up there in the front.
As G-Phoria continues, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
You know that buddy list you love? Now you can take it with you on your Singular phone. Because no one makes it easier to use mobile instant messaging than Singular. Your buddy list goes with you everywhere. And right now, get unlimited instant messaging for $2.99 and a great deal on I Am Ready Nokia phones.
I call it my buddy list goes with me plan.
AOL Instant Messenger. Another reason Singular fits you best.
You guys ready for this? Let's do it.
Introducing the new Jeep Wrangler Unlimited with a Sunrider soft top. With more passenger room and twice the cargo space, you'll be able to bring so much stuff that you're bound to forget something.
Hey, what's up?
Got everything, right?
Yeah, we got everything. Why?
Trail-rated capability, only in a Jeep 4x4.
The clock will continue to run. 4th down, seconds remaining. They're going to need to call a TO.
Yo, this is TO.
Game Informer calls it the one football game you must have. Yeah. And IGN says it will own your soul. Get ESPN NFL 2K5 from ESPN Video Games.
Hey, how'd you get this number?
Rated E for everyone.
How much are you paying for internet service? $21? $23? Aren't you being charged too much? We think so. With People PC Online, you get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days and compare us with your current ISP. With People PC Online, you get internet service for less than half of what the big guys cost. And that's just the beginning. You also get more local access numbers than AOL, plus a smart dialer that automatically chooses the fastest, most reliable number. So you always get the best connection. All for just $10.95 a month. Try People PC Online free for 30 days and see for yourself. Go to peoplepc.com for a quick 3-minute download of our easy-to-use software. Or call 1-800-748-7989. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
There are 3 things you can count on in life: death, taxes, and cable rate increases. Thousands of Americans each day have realized that rising cable rates and poor service are not their only choice. People are switching to DirecTV. Switching from cable has never been easier, especially now that you can get a 4-room system for free. With the DirecTV Total Choice Plus with local channels programming package, you get over 130 channels of your favorite programming with true digital quality picture and sound. And best of all, you get your favorite local channels too. DirecTV also offers premium programming from HBO, Starz, Showtime, Cinemax, plus Sports Pack. Plus up to 55 pay-per-view choices a day. Plus you get your choice of the best sports programming available, including NFL Sunday Ticket, exclusively from DirecTV. Your choice has never been easier. Call now to order your DirecTV system for up to 4 rooms for free. That's a $299 value. And your standard professional installation is always included.
Imagine a game like Half-Life set to the warbling of Celine Dion. And you'll see why a great soundtrack is vital to making a renowned video game. The best games have amazing original scores or excellent tracks from musicians that you know and you love. Like tonight's nominees for Best Soundtrack.
Best Soundtrack. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Metroid Prime. Medal of Honor Frontline. Kingdom Hearts. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
You know who it is. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Ladies and gentlemen, from Grand Theft Auto Vice City soundtrack, please welcome a flock of seagulls.
Your face, you're slowly disappearing from my view, appearing from my view. Reached out a hand to try again. I'm floating in a beam of light with you, a beam of light with you. And I ran so far away. Just ran, I ran all night and day. And I ran so far away. I just ran, I ran all night and day. I couldn't get away.
Hope you guys out there are enjoying the party as much as we are up here in the skybox. I'm Diane Mizota with Victor Lucas, and we're joined now by a guy who's been called the Tiger Woods of gaming, Jonathan Fatality Wendell. Now, Jonathan, describe for those who may not know exactly what you do, what your job is.
Well, basically my job is to play games for a living, and that's what we all want to do, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Basically, I travel the world. I've been in 10 different countries and playing games for the last 3 or 4 years and making a living at playing games.
That's so awesome. Now, how did you get your start doing that?
Well, I mean, I've always played games just as a hobby, but found out about some tournaments down in Dallas and went to them, won like $4,000 at my first one. And after that, companies were saying, hey, we'd like to endorse you, we'd like to sponsor you. And more events kept popping up. and won 40 grand at one tournament, and then won 25 grand at another tournament. So
wow,
that's pretty amazing.
Awesome. Listen, you're a professional gamer. How much time do you have to spend practicing to be good and to keep beating everybody?
If you're gonna be the best in the world, you have to train, a month or two of 8 hours a day training.
He calls that training.
Yeah, it's training.
Yeah.
It's a tough regimen, and it takes a lot of determination and dedication. But someone else out there in Russia and Korea and Germany and Sweden is doing the exact same thing. So you gotta be better than him.
I heard somewhere that you're a big fan of Unreal Tournament 2003.
Yeah, definitely. The game is awesome. It's new. It's exciting. Has a lot of weapon combinations, and game is awesome.
Now, where do you see this thing all leading to? I mean, you're playing games professionally. You started your own company. What's happening now? What's happening with professional gamers as we move into the future here?
Well, you're seeing gamers actually making a decent living from playing video games. Some gamers are actually averaging around 30 grand a year just from playing video games alone.
Right.
So I think you're going to see a lot of gamers, and already like sponsors like Intel, AMD, a ton of other companies, big companies like NVIDIA, ATI, who come in and are actually sponsoring the gamers to play. They give them like a salary. Hey, we'll give you $1,000 a month just to play and use and have our name on your logo or on your shirt.
Not too shabby, mister.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
All right, thank you.
We really appreciate it. Our next Game of the Year nominee is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Take a look.
Stealth.
Stealth is what makes Splinter Cell Splinter Cell.
You actually have to manipulate the controller gently in order to stay quiet.
Shooting people's fun and stuff, but getting up close and personal.
Stay quiet. You don't want your life to end in the boys' room.
Taking guys' heads and shoving them into retinal scanners. That's always awesome.
If it comes down to where you're using your weapons, you're not doing well because you're supposed to be sneaky.
It's a Tom Clancy game.
Tom Clancy actually helped work on the storyline. It's as close to a movie as you can probably get when you're trying to be espionage and spy.
You are Sam Fisher.
He's like this Special Forces badass.
Badass Special Forces agent. It's all about using your gadgets.
Night vision goggles, heat sensors.
Like a fiber wire to see what's on the other side of a locked door. It's graphically stunning.
Beautiful.
You have this incredible light and shadows.
It's possible to go through the game and hardly kill anybody. Sticking to the shadows, moving very quietly.
It's the graphics, it's the gameplay, it's the gadgets, it's the gear. I mean, everything about that game is top-notch.
Let's switch gears from a game that you love to a game you're about to fall in love with. It's time for another G-Phoria game exclusive, which also happens to be a GameCube exclusive. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strike is easily the best-looking Star Wars game ever, and the first in the series to allow for cooperative play. Here's a look at some exclusive levels never seen before anywhere else.
You know, nothing is cooler than a classic video game that receives a complete overhaul. Here to present the best revival is an actress starring in a classic herself. She's also the first girl I kissed in kindergarten, and we had an affair in first grade. From the Starsky and Hutch motion picture, Miss Brande Roderick.
Updating an older story and retaining the original vibe is a delicate balance. This year's nominees for Best Revival managed to remain faithful to their predecessors while creating a history all their own.
Best Revival. Castlevania, Harmony of Dissonance. Contra, Shattered Soldier. Metroid Prime. Rygar, the legendary adventure. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
And the Glow Award for Best Revival goes to The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, from The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, Link.
Ganon, the King of Evil, broke free from the Dark World and captured Hyrule's beloved Princess Zelda, and before she was caught, she managed to scatter the Triforce of Wisdom and scatter its 8 pieces throughout Hyrule. I swore to recover the Triforce pieces and rescue Princess Zelda from Ganon's clutches. I have fought Aghanim, Ganondorf, I have awoken the wind, fish, and I have bested Vati. All in pursuit of Zelda's safety, and I could not have done it without my agent, Pagandorf, and my manager, Gallagher. And great cast, Tingle and Grandmama and Tetra and, of course, all the pirates. And a big shout out to the big Z herself. And thanks for this award. I'm sure I'll get to use it to solve a puzzle someplace in the next 2 levels. So thanks very much. Oh, I feel so much better. Thank you.
Coming up, G4's very own cosplay fashion show, where handmade artistry brings video game characters to life. Elijah Wood and Dominic Monaghan. Traci Bingham and the award for Guiltiest Pleasure.
Video games rule!
Remember, games featured at G-Phoria are available at EB Games. G-Phoria, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
The trail-rated Jeep Liberty, with its command track 4-wheel drive and dynamic suspension system, it'll get you out of the most impossible situations.
Celebrate Chrysler Financial's 40th with $3,000 in combined cash allowance. Plus, through August 2nd, make no monthly payments till 2005.
Singular girls. See, we all convinced our parents to get Singular Family Talk, which was easy because it's such a great deal.
It doesn't cost extra to talk to family.
Or to all Singular customers. If you don't have Singular, we don't talk to you.
Not because we're mean. We're just good shoppers.
Singular Family Talk. Add a line for just $9.99 and get unlimited nationwide calling on the largest mobile-to-mobile calling area in America.
We call it our Singular is so this year plan.
Add a line for just $9.99. Another reason Singular fits you best.
Hey, Dad, this computer would be perfect for school.
Yeah, but this one would be a lot easier for you to, bring home every weekend.
It's that time again. And Circuit City's the place for all your new school gear. Come on and save $250 on this HP notebook computer with an AMD Athlon XPM processor and built-in wireless G capability. Just $849.99 after mail-in rebates and instant savings. Right now at Circuit City.
Here you go, the Reebok Classic Clip Groove.
Oh yeah, Twister got these on, it's so sexy.
Well, what's up, shawty? You know I'ma have to stop. You're looking too proper.
When you stepping out of the Foot Locker, and they got on so much ice I can make her my blind date. She built with a fine face, so sexy in size 8. Well, be the one Twister, come and check out how we ride. And I only be ballin' with folks that's rocking them Reeboks. And every time I step out of a nasty whip, I'm only sporting Reebok Classic Clip.
The Reebok Classic Clip Groove, available only at Foot Locker.
Hotwire.com.
At CDW, account managers help you choose the IT products right for you. So we read a lot of product manuals.
Open.
They're great. My husband likes spy novels, but give me a modular access router manual any day. Then Mama Bear routes the frame directly to the switch port. I love the way this one ends.
For the answers you need on the products you want, count on CDW for the right technology right away.
Other Glow Awards presented this evening. Best Cinematic, Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos. Best Graphics, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Best Handheld Game, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, 4 Swords. Best Online Game, Battlefield 1942. Best Weapon, Lightsaber, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. Character you'd most like to be, Dante, Devil May Cry 2.
You know, when I was a kid and I needed a Halloween costume, I never spent more than 50 cents. That's why my outfits usually sucked. And that's why I always got rotten apples. But the people you are about to see here have turned the art in the costumes into a lifestyle. Here they are, the Cosplayers.
The costumes you just saw were handcrafted by the cosplayers,
Very cool.
and they really do bring the characters they love to life. You know, a lot of awards are being handed out tonight, and we've saved a good one to give out ourselves.
It's only fair that we get in on the action.
2003 was a great year for video games based on books and movies.
That's right, and the nominees for Best Adaptation are...
Best Adaptation, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Kingdom Hearts. Spider-Man, the movie. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb.
And the Glow Award for Best Adaptation goes to The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Awesome.
Well, that's great and all, but I wish we had someone we could celebrate with.
You know, Diane, all you had to do was ask. Because here we have Elijah Wood and Dominic Monaghan for The Lord of the Rings. We've got Frodo and Merry. And guys, I have the award for Electronic Arts. You guys can give this to Neil Young at Electronic Arts. Congratulations.
So, did you guys play a lot of games on set? I imagine you had a lot of waiting around. Did you find yourself gaming?
We did. We had a PlayStation in one of our trailers for a while, right?
Yeah. That's how long you guys have been working on the movies? You guys had a PlayStation 1 in your trailer?
No, it was a PS2.
Oh, PS2,
Yeah,
okay.
it was PS2.
Okay.
And I think there was a lot of FIFA soccer going on.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that would be the English influence going on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I like to win most games that I play, so.
And I think there's some Tony Hawk as well.
Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk 3, I believe.
So how do you go from Tony Hawk to running around in the forest and, you know, running from big ogres and stuff like that? I mean, can you get into character when you're playing Tony Hawk?
I think it was a welcome distraction. I
Yes.
think, you know, the Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth kind of, it owned our world down there. So it was good to kind of get away every once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Play some Harry Potter, you know.
Some Harry Potter, right?
play some Spider-Man, you know.
Give it some love to the competition
There
out
you
there.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right on. So how did you guys feel moving from the movie world, and then you guys actually took part in making the game? You guys are in the game. How does that feel?
In the game. You're a playable character in the next game.
You know it. You know it.
And so am I believe.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
It's good, man. It's really good. It's an interesting way to work because it's only your voice that's giving away the character, you know? So you have to put as much as you can into the voice. And we're gamers, so we're just so excited for the third game to come out, which looks absolutely incredible.
So you guys having a good time tonight?
It's awesome. It's like one massive party celebrating video games. You can't
Right
go
on.
wrong.
Well, congratulations to The Lord of the Rings for
Congratulations,
winning
you
the
guys.
Glow Award for Best Adaptation. It's time to take a look at our third nominee for Game of the Year, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Corruption.
Kick ass.
Bitchin'.
Freedom. It's basically freedom to get out all your aggressions from the workday out on a video game.
Naughty. It's everything you'd want to do, but it's illegal. You can run from the police, steal cars.
Get to pick up hookers.
You can run over civilians.
You can go to the mall and punch people out, take their money.
That's where all the points are scored.
80s nostalgia.
Anything that you hummed practically at all from the 80s. Van Halen,
Walk of Seagulls.
Hall & Oates,
Aerosmith.
Twisted Sister.
Sammy Hagar.
You are Tommy Vercetti.
Tommy Vercetti.
Tommy Vercetti.
Tommy Vercetti has a pretty fine 80s wardrobe of pastels and Hawaiian shirts and golf pants.
He's a low-level thug.
The guy that just got out of prison.
Sure enough, he's back in trouble again. The game just sets up this world and lets you loosen.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
You can just go around jacking people for their rides.
Actually, I haven't even gotten too far in the game because I keep just getting distracted by blowing things up. Or you slowly just take out like gang after gang after gang.
Eventually you just make it big time and you run the town yourself. And that's pretty much when you know you've made it.
We Kennedys are guilt resistant. It's in our genes. Our superpower is to never feel bad about anything or anyone that we do. Here to introduce the award for the guiltiest pleasure is the smart, talented, and beautiful Miss Traci Bingham.
You know, I think if you're not feeling just a little bit guilty afterwards, then it wasn't all that fun. Okay, see which of these games you think will be this year's guiltiest pleasure.
Guiltiest pleasure. Super Monkey Ball 2. DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Animal Crossing. Britney's Dance Beat.
Maybe you should try that again.
Awesome. Okay, and the Glow Award for Guiltiest Pleasure goes to, alrighty, goes to Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the girls of DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Crazy how far video games have come, that the fact that they can have their own award show, and here it is.
Still to come, Liotta, Jenna Jameson.
I always achieve glow when it comes to gaming.
And many more surprises. For exclusive backstage photos, additional footage, and more information, log on to G4TV.com. G-Phoria, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
Singular's having a huge back-to-school sale on camera phones. We're all getting Motorola's with Bluetooth technology.
The Samsung with Zoom.
Wait, I thought we agreed on the LG. It downloads games.
It's a Zoom.
You know what, guys? We don't always have to do everything alike.
Celebrate back to school with up to $150 off a super wide selection of the coolest new camera phones available.
We call it our Now You Can Tell Us Apart plan.
Great savings on camera phones. Another reason Singular fits you best.
The legend grows. The new, longer Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, with more legroom, twice the cargo space, and trail-rated capability. Only in a Jeep 4x4.
My name is Gabe Kennedy, and I'm from Kelso, Washington. When the fresh gum, icy cool breath.
Went to Fresh Network, where icy cool breath is always on.
You don't want to play on the Big River, boys.
You're a Boy Scout?
No, but I had a brownie once.
What started as a weekend in heaven,
Legwarmers?
I'm all natural.
is turning into
Get in the fetal position.
Abort the fetal position!
the vacation from hell.
Our only chance is to huddle together for warmth.
I, for one, choose death. Without a paddle.
This never leaves the cave.
Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, August 18th, only in theaters.
I joined the Navy because I had a plan. I wanted to work for myself.
The Navy taught me the discipline I needed to achieve that goal.
It gave me the strength, body, and mind.
And the knowledge to get ahead.
It was the building block for my success. Today, I own my own business.
The Navy gave me more than just a strong foundation.
It
gave me the courage I needed
to find the person in me.
Navy, accelerate your life.
If you want to make tons of money on the internet, then you need a powerful website. Get your very own free website now that features over 50 ebooks ready to sell like hotcakes. Go to freebookwebsite.com now and instantly start selling the hottest ebooks like No Money Down Real Estate, Making Money on eBay, Golf, Internet Wealth, and many more. Over 200 million people online and $47 billion spent last year alone. Cash in on the high-profit electronic book explosion right now. Go to freebookwebsite.com and sign up free in total privacy. Guaranteed. No monthly cost ever. Get your free website instantly right now. No waiting. It's all 100% totally automatic. There's no inventory to buy, no selling, no order taking, no customer service, no shipping, and no hidden costs. Go to freebookwebsite.com. We call it a cash machine on autopilot. But hurry before it's too late.
In the last year, our community lost a tremendous amount of talent and creativity. Please observe a moment of silence as we honor the ones that are gone but never forgotten.
It's Victor and Diane back in the skybox, and it's a great night for anybody who loves video games, right, Victor?
Oh man, that's right. Our celebration of gaming continues as we're joined now by the lovely and talented Miss Kelly Hu.
Hello. So Kelly, are you enjoying your night tonight?
I am. I'm actually learning a lot. There have been so many of these video games that I never even knew existed. It's like this whole other world.
But now you're actually a video game character, right?
I am. Have you played me yet?
I have played you, yes.
Right on.
In X-Men Wolverine's Revenge.
Do you know, I tried to play the game myself, and it took me a good 10 minutes to figure out that I was actually the Wolverine character. I was trying to do the Deathstrike character, and it literally took me 10 minutes to figure it out.
So, can you kick Hugh Jackman's ass? Is that the truth? I mean, can you really do that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah? And what's that like? Is that fun?
I cannot kick his butt. He's huge. He's a big guy. Anyway, he's a nice guy. Why would I want to do that?
All right, well, now it's time to take a look at our next G-Phoria game exclusive. It's called Need for Speed Underground, and EA hired consultants from both the Phantom Menace and the Fast and Furious movies to make this. And it's their take on urban street racing. This game has never been seen outside of EA, but it's playable tonight at G-Phoria, and you can bet we are damn excited to be the first to show it off. Check this out.
It's time to take a look at our fourth nominee for Game of the Year, Battlefield 1942.
Stunning. Dynamic. intensity.
It's just massive.
Never before has World War II been captured like Battlefield 1942.
You know, you're just a grunt.
Nameless, faceless soldier.
The game provides the battlefield. You jump into war and you go.
There's just vehicles laying around everywhere.
You can actually control the aircraft carrier.
You could be in a tank.
Destroyers, submarines, bombers.
You could be the tow gunner while somebody else is driving.
It's a coordination of all that together in Battlefield that I think makes it so dynamic.
Looking at it is just a treat.
It has really a Hollywood kind of style to it.
It's realistic, but also kind of cinematic.
When you're playing and the bullets are whizzing by your head.
Bodies go flying everywhere.
It's like being in Saving Private Ryan.
Really exciting both to watch and to be a part of.
That's the most intense game going right now.
Actors are finding that video games are a new medium where they can create compelling characters. There are some excellent performers that were rendered into pixels and competing for best performance tonight. Here are the stars of TV, film, and the new video game Kingdom Hearts, Hayden Panettiere and David Gallagher.
Without the contributions of talented actors, our 3D video game characters would seem a lot flatter.
Take a look at the nominated actors for this year's Best Voice Performance by a Male.
Best Live Action Voice Performance, Male. Ray Liotta, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City.
There are more criminals in this town than in prison. Shut up, sit down, relax. I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Haley Joel Osment, Kingdom Hearts.
We're from kind of far away.
Gary Oldman, Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, Spearhead.
It's tough on the front lines. The boys are short on ammo and food. There aren't even enough winter coats to go around.
Michael Ironside, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
One false move and you're dead. Oh boy.
Bruce Campbell, Spider-Man, the movie.
Yeah, I know. You want to get on with things, beat up the bad guys, do the whole superhero thing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah! And the Glow Award for Best Voice Performance by a Male goes to
Ray Liotta for Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
From Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the voice of Tommy Vercetti, Ray Liotta.
Hi, thank you very, very much for this award. I haven't won many, so I'm very grateful to be recognized in any kind of way. I remember when they first came to me, I was wondering why they wanted me for this. Excuse me, just please shut up over there, okay? Just shut up. I'm trying to do an interview. I'm doing something here. Like why they came to me, why they would want me for Tommy. Do you know, hey, stop it and knock it off over there. You understand what I'm saying? I'll come over there and break your arm. Why they would want me to play Tommy Vercetti in this is just, I was shocked and very happy. I'm telling you, one more time and you're dead. You understand that? You. Well, I'm just very grateful for this award and thank you to everybody.
Coming up, the G4 Legend Award, presented by Jeep. And Mia St. John gives the award for
Best Brawl. Is that so, like, appropriate, too?
And more celebration of video gaming.
Look around this thing. This thing is awesome. Look how cool this is.
As G-Phoria continues, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
Give me the mic. Get it.
Sorry, man. Oh, I feel terrible.
Oh, no, it's on me, sir.
So I bet you like an autograph, huh?
Whatever.
Yeah, I can't believe it's me either.
Singular's having a huge back-to-school sale on camera phones. We're We're all getting Motorola's with Bluetooth technology. The Samsung with Zoom. Wait, I thought we agreed on the LG. It downloads games. It's Zoom. You know what, guys? We don't always have to do everything alike.
Celebrate back to school with up to $150 off a super wide selection of the coolest new camera phones available.
We call it our Now You Can Tell Us Apart plan.
Great savings on camera phones. Another reason Singular fits you best.
You can make a great salary by getting IT certified now with Smart Certified Direct's fast and easy training courses. Their self-paced MCSE, Cisco, and A+ certification training allows you to study whenever and wherever you want with 24-hour access to certified instructors. Take a free training course title now by visiting www.smartcertifieddirect.com or by calling 1-877-TRAINING and mentioning code TECHTV. Get your free course today.
Gamefly. Rent the games you want, play as long as you want, for one flat rate. No due dates, no late fees. Go to Gamefly.com for your free trial.
How much are you paying for internet service? $21? $23? Aren't you being charged too much? We think so. With People PC Online, you get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days and compare us with your current ISP. With People PC Online, you get internet service for less than half of what the big guys cost. And that's just the beginning. You also get more local access numbers than AOL, plus a smart dialer that automatically chooses the fastest, most reliable number. So you always get the best connection. All for just $10.95 a month. Try People PC Online free for 30 days and see for yourself. Go to peoplepc.com for a quick 3-minute download of our easy-to-use software. Or call 1-800-748-7989. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got? I have a sit rep from Alpha Company. BP, ready to be verified! Verified!
Put yourself in the picture with this free video. You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
Hey there, I'm Victor Lucas with Diane Mizota, welcoming you back to the G-Phoria Skybox. Earlier in the show, you heard Fatality say that he can't get enough of Unreal Tournament 2003. Well, it's time to say hello to the man who brought that blood sport to life, Mr. Cliffy B. Cliff, your success...
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Your success on Unreal is unbelievable. What's that feel like?
Well, you know, it's good to have something that pays the mortgage occasionally. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, gaming is near and dear to my heart. You know, I've been gaming since I was 6 years old, and I've been in the industry making money doing it since I was 17, and I anticipate doing it pretty much till the day I die. So, you know, to be able to make a living out of it is extremely rewarding.
So, Cliff, what are your impressions of G-Phoria tonight?
I think it's a total zoo, and I'm extremely impressed. I mean, this place is just packed to the gills with cool people, so many familiar faces, gaming and Hollywood alike, and I think it's just so great.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. It's always good to see you guys.
Oh, you too. Okay, well, let's get back to the game of the year. With 4 down and 1 to go, it's time to find out why animals do it better in our final nominee of the evening, Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing is just this freaky, bizarre, weird little game.
You can spend hours and hours and hours doing absolutely nothing in that game and loving it.
The main thing you're supposed to do is do favors and make friends with the little animals who live in your town.
Animal Crossing really taps into our intrinsic gamer need to have to gather things and collect things.
Build up the house, have the coolest stuff.
You can get everything, boom boxes, old school Nintendo games that you can
collect and purchase and play in your house.
The furniture sets you can assemble. Animal Crossing runs on real time.
When you're playing it in the morning, the animals will say rise and shine to you.
Time just keeps on ticking. You're not even playing the game, but the game is playing for you.
If you missed a week of playing, your friends are going to be mad at you that you didn't say hi to them.
Something about going back to town because, like, at 6 o'clock tonight, there's a fishing competition.
That's like the ultimate game. It's like a city going on, and you're just happy to be a member of it.
Well, we've seen 5 unique games, each of them incredible, and while they all may shine, only one can sparkle. Stick around and find out who takes the glow for Game of the Year in just a little while.
But in the meantime, we've been bringing them to you all night, so why stop now? Let's take a look at another G-Phoria exclusive. It's Final Fantasy X2, and although there have been many Final Fantasy role-playing games so far, this is the first true sequel in the series. It's also the first time that the game has featured a female lead. Actually, it's 3 of them to be exact. Take a look.
The G-Phoria Legend Award is presented to that person that best personifies the spirit of gaming. This circle of legends is so exclusive that there aren't any. Well, I'm going to change that right now. It is my privilege to present the story of the son of Italy and the friend to all, the first G-Phoria legend, Mario!
Mario first rocked the scene in 1981's Donkey Kong, an unorthodox game about a girlfriend heisting ape gone wild. Nintendo originally planned to make a Popeye game, but when the sailor dropped out, a new star was born. The arcade sensation helped put Nintendo on the map, and for his part, Mario was rewarded with a starring role and a spot on the marquee in Mario Brothers. Fans got their first glimpse of the red-capped Roto-Rooter in his own element, but it wasn't until they got a glimpse of him in their element that Mario would begin the trek to superstardom. 1985 Super Mario Bros. Marked Mario's transition from arcades to living rooms, 40 million of them to be exact, and turned the humble adventurer into an overnight sensation. But Mario didn't rest on his laurels. Instead, he reached deep within himself and worked tirelessly to expand his repertoire, tackling sports, education, and virtually every other avenue of good-time gaming. Over the last 2 decades, no other character in the gaming universe has shown the same level of consistency that Mario has. To this day, he still approaches each new endeavor with fearless determination and childlike wonder. As a result, the mustachioed Crusader has cemented his place in the halls of gaming history and will stand as an icon for this and many generations to come.
All right. Those boys and girls via satellite from Pisa, Italy, give it up for Mario!
Hello, it's me, Mario. Woohoo! I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight in the flesh, but I'm enjoying a nice vacation. You have voted me a G-Phoria legend. What an honor. I want to say thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, there have been many successes along the way. The games, the TV shows, the spin-offs, and the merchandising. Imagine Mario's face on a beautiful Bambino's lunchbox. Mamma mia! I'm the luckiest plumber in the world.
Mario, we love you!
Thank you very much! Thank you so much! Thank you very much! You know, I want to thank a few special people. Donkey Kongi, you and I started out 23 years ago. Woo-hoo! I want to say thank you to Bowser, you old evil genius. Thank you for always kidnapping the princess and keeping me on my toes. Which of course brings me to my little Peach. Ah, the princess. Without you, mi amore, there would be no us. Luigi, il mio fratello. I'm so proud of you and your little vacuum cleaner. So cute. And Shigeru Miyamoto. Papa, domo arigato. You complete me. But my biggest thank you of all is to you, the fans. All the gold coins in the world could not replace what you give to Mario. Thank you so much. You number one. Woohoo!
All right. The presenter of the Glow Award for Best Brawl makes a habit of putting on pink tights and punching women until they're unconscious. Ladies, here's the knockout, the beautiful, the tough-ass, Miss St. John!
You better watch it, Jamie. I don't just punch women. So you better watch that mouth. I don't want to start any fights, but that's exactly what we're recognizing these next games for. Take a look at the nominees for Best Brawl.
Best Brawl. Age of Mythology. Godzilla, destroy all monsters melee. Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance. Tekken 4. War of the Monsters.
And the Glow Award for Best Brawl goes to Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Awards presented this evening. Best Villain, Ganon, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Coolest Chief, Easter Egg, Panzer Dragoon Orta. Unlock Original Game. Hottest Character, Geena, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Most Annoying Character, Zill the Snot-Nosed Kid, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Most Innovative Game, Animal Crossing. Best Rookie Game, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Most Underrated Game, Super Mario Sunshine.
G-Phoria, whatever, what the heck is going on?
Up next, the party rolls on. And the Glow Award for Game of the Year. G-Phoria continues. Presented by EB Games and Jeep.
At school, we're known as the Singular Girls. See, we all convinced our parents to get Singular Family Talk, which was easy because it's such a great deal.
It doesn't cost extra to talk to family.
Or to all Singular customers. If you don't have Singular, we don't talk to you.
Not because we're mean. We're just good shoppers.
Singular Family Talk. Add a line for just $9.99 and get unlimited nationwide calling on the largest mobile-to-mobile calling area in America.
We call it our Singular is So this year plan.
Add a line for just $9.99. Another reason Singular fits you best.
Excuse me. Hi, can I see that laptop?
Sure. You can access the internet all around your house. It's wireless networking.
Did you say wireless?
I'm free. Not just a puppet on a string, no ties to...
Find your freedom. Get a $150 rebate with select laptops at Best Buy. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours.
Bobcat 3625. Three, 7, 2, 6. Saber 1-5, this is Bobcat 36. Confirm weapons and enemy camp. Coordinates for air traffic followed. 3, Echo, Hotel. Over. Overwatch. This is Vault 2 in position. Over.
Are you getting caught with unhealthy credit card debt as you try to balance your life? There is hope. There's 800 Credit Card Debt, an approved debt management company established to get you back on solid ground.
800 Credit Card Debt can eliminate penalties, reduce interest rates, and make your monthly payments smaller.
Call right now for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. Call in the next 5 minutes to see how fast you can get out of debt. Call 1-800-453-1306.
How am I going to tell everyone that the government has over 4,000 programs for real estate worth $250 billion? I know.
We finally did it. But now where do we live?
I can show you down payment money, closing cost money, and cash to buy the house of your dreams.
Yeah, I know. But how do you get into real estate investment?
I'll show you how to get $1 million to invest in apartment buildings.
This house is a dump! Where am I gonna find $50,000 to fix up this place?
My book shows you 200 government money programs to fix up any house. Get $10,000 grant for a new roof, $200,000 for a house in the country, make $1 million in foreclosed property. This money's for people with bad credit to millionaires. It's only $39.95 to start a real estate business or get the house of your dreams. And I guarantee it.
Back to G-Phoria!
Victor and I have had a great time up here in the G-Phoria Skybox. We have had so much fun sneaking a peek at those brand new games.
And it's been a pleasure for us to introduce the Game of the Year nominees. And we can't wait for Jamie to tell us who you thought was number one.
It is the end of the night, and we have arrived at the big one. The motherlode of all awards. It is the Game of the Year.
Game of the Year. Battlefield 1942. Animal Crossing. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Metroid Prime. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
And the Glow Award for Game of the Year goes to You know what it is, because I use it in Malibu's Most Wanted, Grand Theft Auto Vice City!
Accepting on behalf of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Jenna Jameson.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is pretty exciting that I get to accept this award. So, first of all, I'm sure Rockstar Games would like to thank G4 for putting on such an amazing show this year. And it's the first annual. Can you believe this? It's pretty hot, right? Next up, I would just like to point out to everybody how innovative this game is. I mean, you can kill a lot of people and you can have sex with hookers. We like that. Where's my boy? Oh, there he, oh, hey, he's a rough man.
All right, well, everyone, we just made video game and TV history. That's a wrap on G-Phoria. We had great music, first looks at exciting new games, some really cool guests, Public Enemy in the house. We appreciate you pausing that game you were playing and putting the controller down to watch. For everyone at G4 TV, EB Games, and Jeep, and Jenna Jameson's wonderful cleavage, thank you for voting. We hope you enjoy the show. See you next year.
Featured at G-Phoria is available at EB Games.
Coming to you from behind the scenes of G-Phoria, where the show is in full swing. We're right in the middle of it all, and we'll show you everything at this year's event you didn't see on G-Phoria.
You already know who took home the glow, but we'll show you what the winners and everybody else at G-Phoria had to say. And we'll also take a look at some of the games that were on display, including a couple of exclusives.
So don't go anywhere, because this is Pulse at G-Phoria.
Welcome to Pulse at G-Phoria, brought to you by EB Games and Jeep. I'm Ronilyn Reilly, here with Patrick Clark. We're at the Henry Fonda Theater in the heart of Hollywood, where G-Phoria is taking place behind us. Amid the game kiosks, music, and glow awards are some of the industry's biggest names.
And over the next hour, we'll give you an insider's look at the entire event, from the setup process earlier this week to the final glow award of the evening. This place is jam-packed with celebrities, industry insiders, and even some hardcore fans who take suspension of disbelief to a whole new level.
This is the most insane party I've been to in years. It's crazy. There's people just doing insane things outside. There's, gamers, celebrities, game designers. It's just a great kind of unification of LA and, all the game designers out there. It's awesome.
G-Phoria is freaking excellent. A lot of cool people, a lot of great games, You can't not have a fun time.
Is this what I expected? No, it's actually much cooler.
I think it's great. I think it's a way to legitimize awards for video games.
Very loud and very crowded, but very energetic. It's very exciting.
We never have really huge events like this in Japan, so for me to be able to come here to Hollywood, be surrounded by all these beautiful people, this is really a site that I never get a chance to see in Japan, so yeah, it's very cool.
It's something that the video game world really needed. In fact, my shirt was white when I showed up tonight, and it actually turned orange because I achieved the glow. So It's great. It's fantastic.
There were 25 categories in this year's Glow Awards, and G-Phoria showed you who won. But this is where you get to see what the winners themselves had to say, along with comments from everyone else. So let's start with the winners for Best Story, Best Adaptation, Best Cinematic, and Best Revival.
I'm very excited. I'm very pleased with, and honored with getting this award. I feel as if Kingdom Hearts is actually, I shouldn't say plain, but it's very easy to understand. But then again, at the same time, I know that I put a lot of effort into it, and there is a story behind the story. So I'm very glad that, we won this award.
Although we were not able to attend G-Phoria, we were very pleased to hear that we received the Best Cinematics Award for Warcraft 3. It's a big honor. It's something we're very pleased about. It just makes us feel really, really great, like all our hard work really paid off. It's awesome.
I think that movie games generally have quite a bad rap, so to get a Best Adaptation award really means that we've broken that mold. It feels great. So, I mean, the whole team know that I'm here. They're very excited, and it's something that I can take back to them and say, people appreciate what we're doing, and they get that it's an adaptation.
The Legend of Zelda series is one that really has managed to capture the hearts of a lot of gamers. And so it creates this really unique vibe that we haven't seen a lot of in video games up until that point. So I think that's really what kind of struck a chord with the gaming public and why people are so psyched about it.
At any event here in Hollywood, the action on the red carpet is almost as exciting as the event itself, and G-Phoria is no exception. Except in true G4 fashion, G-Phoria was sporting an orange carpet. So let's check out some of the arrivals and see what was on their minds.
There's so many award shows, I think a lot of them are sort of pointless, but this one actually seems really interesting because it's the first. It's something I know a lot about, as opposed to like daytime soaps. I wouldn't be able good at doing that.
This is very eye-catching.
It is eye-catching.
It works for me. I'm totally digging on it.
She said I do. I'm very, very happy.
This is the man, you know.
A few drinks, have some food, enjoy ourselves. I want to meet Jenna Jameson.
I was just happy that I was portrayed pretty much how I am in real life, which is a porn star.
There you go.
There's a game that's you. How does that feel?
It's always been strange, but I guess I'm getting more used to it because, we've done 4 so far. We're working on a new Tony Hawk's Underground, and I feel like, I guess I've settled into the whole video game thing.
Did you know that Flock of Seagulls are here tonight? What do you think about that?
I don't even know, who is that?
It's great to be involved, with Vice City and stuff like that. I'm glad they chose the 80s to stage it in. Look at it, it's awesome. Games are taking over from the movies, I think.
I just hope his hair still goes.
It doesn't. I gotta tell you right now, I don't want you to be let down.
You have to ask, what is this?
What is it?
It's
intestine?
It's intestine.
Okay, good.
Okay.
They're a little infected.
Anyone exciting here that you're ready to meet, you've always wanted to meet, that's coming tonight? Can't wait.
I'm talking to her right now.
Oh!
Actually, so,
Now, do you think that the video game you looks like you? Because I think it does.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Especially when he falls and he grabs his knee, that looks a lot like me.
Ever since I heard about the G-Phoria event and we did pre-Phoria on the on the channel, I mean, it's like I was telling everybody I know G-Phoria, I'm like, I'm totally stoked to come out. This is going to be awesome, and it is. It's awesome.
Now that you've seen who is here tonight, it's time to take a look at some of what is here. Among the impressive roster of titles on display, G-Phoria attendees are also getting exclusive peeks at some top-notch games that are in the works. So slip into something comfortable and get ready to live samurai style with Onimusha 3 and its creator, Keiji Inafune.
The game I have come to present today is Onimusha 3. Both 1 and 2 were really, really big hits around the world. One of the coolest things when we were making this game that we thought of was, wouldn't it be very cool to take an ancient feudal like samurai and put him in modern day like the West? A samurai in Paris, that idea that really caught us. And being able to use enough of the East and enough of the West together in a setting to fight against evil, it felt really good. It felt right, like the right thing to do. Some of the things we've been able to do that we couldn't do with the first and second game is before we're using pre-rendered graphics and now we're using full polygon. That's a big achievement. With the special effects, I know in 2 we used very realistic water and fire, etc. We've made them even more beautiful. We spent a lot of time and effort to really, really push the PlayStation 2 to the max. When you're playing a samurai, it really is going to feel like you're playing a samurai in a movie. We think that's one of the things they'll really, really be able to appreciate.
We need to take a break for a minute, but when we come back, we'll show you one of the featured games at this year's G-Phoria, Need for Speed Underground.
But don't go thinking it's just industry insiders here at G-Phoria. We'll show you one of the gamers who made it inside too. That's all coming up on Pulse at G-Phoria.
On June 29th, take New York for a spin in Spider-Man 2: The Game.
This time, there's nowhere he can't go. In Spider-Man 2: The Game, you have the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want. Use amazing new abilities to hop from blacktop to rooftop and save the city one crime at a time. Spider-Man 2: The Game. Rated T for teen.
At school, we're known as the Singular Girls. See, we all convinced our parents to get Singular Family Talk, which was easy because it's such a great deal.
It doesn't cost extra to talk to family.
Or to all Singular customers. If you don't have Singular, we don't talk to you.
Not because we're mean. We're just good shoppers.
Singular Family Talk. Add a line for just $9.99 and get unlimited nationwide calling on the largest mobile-to-mobile calling area in America.
We call it our Singular is So this year plan.
Add a line for just $9.99. Another reason Singular fits you best.
Introducing the new Jeep Wrangler Unlimited with a Sunrider soft top. With more passenger room and twice the cargo space, you'll be able to bring so much stuff that you're bound to forget something.
Hey, what's up?
Got everything, right?
Yeah, we got everything. Why?
Trail-rated capability, only in a Jeep 4x4.
Hey, Dad, this computer would be perfect for school.
Yeah, but this one would be a lot easier for you to, you know, bring home every weekend.
It's that time again. And Circuit City's the place for all your new school gear. Come on and save $250 on this HP notebook computer with an AMD Athlon XPM processor and built-in wireless G capability. Just $849.99 after mail-in rebates and instant savings. Right now at Circuit City.
G-Phoria is more than just handing out awards. There are also plenty of games in the mix. So let's get back to the action with a look at the game that's all about action and one that got a fair amount of action at G-Phoria, the next installment in the Need for Speed series, Need for Speed Underground.
The Need for Speed franchise has always been about the high-end, exotic European sports cars with races over these sprawling, gorgeous European countrysides. For Need for Speed Underground, we've really taken the premise of the game and looked at what's going on with car culture these days. It's, you know, while everyone would love to have a $750,000 Ferrari F50 in their garage, the reality is it's probably just not going to happen. So, you know, we're looking around, it's like what's happening today is these kids are taking, 10 grand, buying their mom's old Eclipse, throwing a couple $100 in it at a time, and they're really coming up with these super, just Frankenstein urban exotics that we're calling that really do rival the performance of some of these more, aspirational cars. So a lot of the fun is really taking this car that you've like lovingly created and taking it online against your friends and showing up with not only the best, fastest ride, but the coolest one as well. So, I mean, it definitely online is a big part of it. Need for Speed Underground doesn't necessarily take place in a real city. What the team did was they really wanted to make sure, first and foremost, that the tracks were just kick-ass for racing on. The tracks suck, the game sucks. So what they did was they designed the tracks first to be just really killer racing tracks, and then they had the freedom to build the cities around the tracks. Need for Speed Underground is going to ship this fall for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, and PC.
Okay, it's time to go from the streets to the cheats, as in the Glow Award for Best Cheat. Did Panzer Dragoon Order deserve the glow? We'll let tonight's G-Phoria attendees tell you, along with their thoughts on the winners for character you'd most like to be, the hottest character, and the most annoying character.
Dante's a character that's all about style. It's about his attitude. It's about his, rock star good looks. And that's why every player would want to be like him, because he's just like, he's a cool character that defines what cool is. It's a great honor to win the award for Best Character.
What was great about the unlockable original game in Panzer Dragoon Ordo on the Xbox was the fact that the first game was so great. So, to get that as an added bonus in the game was fantastic. It was really something extra valuable. I mean, there's another 20 hours of gameplay in that.
It feels great to win hottest character with Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. I mean, we're into making games that makes people feel good.
Every one of them are fantastic. They all have their own little fan clubs, and everyone has their favorite. So, to me, anyone could have won.
Which one's your favorite?
It happens to be Tina, for obvious reasons.
I think it's really funny that, to have gamers come and vote Zill, the snot-nosed kid, as the most annoying. Because it's like, you don't really want to look at him because he's got this big thing of snot falling out his nose, but at the same time, he's so funny that you keep going back and you're laughing your head off. Oh, he's trying really hard to snip it back up.
In the show, we saw plenty of celebrities, musicians, athletes, and industry insiders achieving their own version of the glow. But without gamers, there would be no games, which is exactly why G4 invited one of our viewers to join the party. Let's see what it took for him to get here.
My name is Bobby Tamburino, and I was one of the raffle winners for the G-Phoria from voting in G-Phoria. I go by on the message boards in the chat room as Black Wolf. They said gamer formal, and I assumed that meant like t-shirt, jeans or something, and then like 2 days ago they're like, okay, remember, no t-shirt, no jeans, and no sneakers. And I'm like, well, there went my whole wardrobe, so I had to like wash this stuff like at the last minute because I didn't realize I was supposed to be wearing nice stuff. I'm staying in the Standard on Sunset, and just got in about a couple hours ago, and I'm leaving in the morning. What's really scary is I got an email the other day from the G4 person that I've been talking to ever since I won the tickets, and they said something about the red carpet. And I'm like, I have to walk the red carpet? And they're like, and I don't know what that's supposed to be all about. That's scary. I know there's a lot of people that wish they could be here, and I want to be able to tell them what it was like as a gamer going in and seeing all these people celebrating video games. Wow. That's a lot of orange.
And now you're here. So what are you expecting tonight?
I actually don't know, and that's the exciting part. I really don't know what I'm getting into. I just hope to make the most of the experience and enjoy it. I'm having fun at G-Phoria right now. It's been great. It's been great seeing the games here. It's been great seeing the awards and stuff. It's been great. I've been able to get a glimpse of some people, meet some people that I haven't seen in a couple of years, meet some people at G4. It's been a great experience. Welcome to Los Angeles.
If you voted for the Glow Awards on our website, you probably noticed there was one award you couldn't vote for online. But thanks to the hard work of thousands of EB Games employees, you were able to vote for the EB Games Gamers' Choice Award at your local EB Games store. How did it all work, and what were the actual final results? Well, we talked to an EB Games rep to find the answers to all your questions.
Well, Mike, we had all of our store managers, almost 1,000 store managers that placed the nominees for the best games of 2002 for the EB Games Gamers' Choice Award. We opened it up to all of our customers, So thousands of people voted for the best game of the year.
I think Grand Theft Auto Vice City, again, it really struck a chord with the audience that is playing video games now. So where we all grew up playing video games in the 80s, and now there's a video game kind of about the 80s. It really hit home with a lot of people, and I think that's why one of the reasons it was such a big success, the soundtrack in particular.
Vice City really appeals to a lot of gamers on a lot of levels. You know, in a certain level, it's really based in a reality that everyone can identify with. Everyone really likes, being able to identify with they see in the movies, in their favorite movies, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, True Romance.
Well, I think the phenomenal success of this game was due to the quality of the game. It was a great game. Our customers loved it. They loved all the action. They loved the great gameplay. It was a great game all around, and they really responded to it.
I think the golf course mission in Vice City is probably my favorite because you get to go out on a golf course, you get to take out a golf cart, and you get to whack people with golf clubs. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that.
Vice City sold really, really well for us. It's one of our best games ever. We had a great run with it. The people loved it.
I know how to fight. As you can see, things are really starting to heat up here, but we need to take a breather. When we come back, we'll show you my visit behind the scenes for a lesson in party prep.
We'll also get reacquainted with a video game icon, also happens to be the G4 Legend Award, presented by Jeep winner, and hear attendees' thoughts on the world's most famous plumber. That's all coming up on Pulse at Gphoria.
Brought to you by Singular, the wireless company that fits you best.
You know that buddy list you love? Now you can take it with you on your Singular phone. Because no one makes it easier to use mobile instant messaging than Singular. Your buddy list goes with you everywhere. And right now, get unlimited instant messaging for $2.99 and a great deal on I Am Ready Nokia phones.
I call it my buddy list goes with me plan.
AOL Instant Messenger. Another reason Singular fits you best.
Oh, thanks, Marge.
Sorry.
There's this guy named Murphy. He's got this law that says whatever can go wrong, will. That's why the trail-rated Jeep Grand Cherokee is tested on Earth's toughest terrain. It's your loophole in Murphy's Law.
Celebrate Chrysler Financial's 40th with $4,500 in combined cash allowance. Plus, through August 2nd, make no monthly payments till 2005.
If you scan me and see another futureless, pot-smoking teenager, you're wrong. I'm an artist, a therapist, and the last time I took a hit, I was kickboxing. Drugs aren't me. I am my anti-drug.
At CDW, account managers help you choose the IT products right for you. So we read a lot of product manuals.
Open.
They're great. My husband likes spy novels, but give me a modular access router manual any day. Then Mama Bear routes the frame directly to the switch port. I love the way this one ends.
For the answers you need on the products you want, count on CDW for the right technology right away.
New Minute Maid Premium Light has half the calories, half the sugar, and half the carbs of orange juice, with that great Minute Maid taste. So if you're counting calories, drink Minute Maid Premium Light and go lower now.
Are you getting caught with unhealthy credit card debt as you try to balance your life? There is hope. There's 800 Credit Card Debt, an approved debt management company established to get you back on solid ground.
800 Credit Card Debt can eliminate penalties, reduce interest rates, and make your monthly payments smaller.
Call right now for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. Call in the next 5 minutes to see how fast you can get out of debt. Call 1-800-453-1306.
The worst part was the pressure. Phone calls at home, phone calls at work, letters in the mail.
It was nice to help. Since Debt Free works with thousands of creditors, we got his interest lowered and his penalties eliminated.
Every day, thousands of people call Debt Free, a nonprofit organization.
I was snapping at everyone, on edge all the time. I just didn't know how to deal with it.
I think it was the first good news she'd heard in a long time. I explained everything Debt Free could do to help her, and we figured out she could pay off her debts in 5 years and still have money left over every month.
I wanted to do something. I just didn't know where to start.
I showed her she could make just one monthly payment, and she didn't need to borrow money to do it.
Stop running from debt. Call Debt Free today.
I'm back to my old self.
I'm glad I called debt-free.
I'm not snapping at people anymore.
If you're overwhelmed by debt, gather your bills and call debt-free now.
I'm getting out of debt and I'm doing it myself. And I'm pretty proud of that.
Welcome back to Pulse Gphoria, brought to you by EB Games and Jeep. I'm Patrick Clark here with Ronilyn Reilly at the Henry Fonda Theater in the midst of Gphoria. The Glow Awards are being handed out, the party is in full swing, and our coverage continues.
We've still got an exclusive look at a new game that nobody's been able to play yet, and we'll get thoughts on the Glow Award winners from tonight's G-Phoria attendees. So let's get back to it and get reactions from the winners themselves for Best Mobile Game, Best Online Game, Best Sports Game, and the award for Best Weapon.
We're really happy that Zelda won it. Obviously, you know, it's a big year for Zelda. The Four Swords is obviously a really innovative game. We think that by linking up these multiple Game Boy Advance systems and getting your friends together, we really put together a fun game with that. Make it so you can take it on the go, play it wherever you want. You know, I played it on the airplane flying down here. So, yeah, we're really happy.
Well, it's a great honor. It's always nice to be acknowledged by your peers for something as great as Battlefield. I mean, the teams at DICE and EA Partners, I mean, they put out a really great product, and it shows when you get feedback like this.
Winning the award for Best Sports Game for Madden NFL 2003 is amazing because there's a lot of hard work went into making this game. There's a lot of new features last year. That mini camp, it was online, there was new animations, new studios. It took a lot of time, a lot of effort for the entire production team, and it's an award well deserved, and I think they are very excited to receive this award.
Gamers always want to be a Jedi, and wielding a lightsaber it's very cool because it's a little different than a projectile weapon because it's very much like fencing, and it's a little bit of a different game aspect than people are used to. It's an honor to win the award for Best Weapon, and certainly the lightsaber is a very cool weapon. Thank you.
At an event like G-Phoria, it isn't just a matter of opening the doors and letting the masses into the theater. Earlier this week, I undertook a mission of great importance to find out how it all happens. To make G-Phoria a success, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Let's go meet the men and women who make it possible.
We've been working on this probably since January 1st, but the actual production on site, we've only been on site since yesterday. So normally these type of shows, you probably have a couple weeks to load in, and we're doing it in a small amount of time, 3 days.
It takes a team of more than 70 people to get the theater ready, and that includes electricians, audio specialists, and stagehands.
Rigger is the man who goes up and hangs everything you see in the air here. Pretty much trusses, motors.
You ever drop anything up there?
No, can't do that.
We have a huge bank of LED screens up there that's going to have gameplay footage. And then we have these rotating screens up here that are projection screens, and they'll be constantly turning, so you'll get the 365-degree angle of the screens.
It's just an idea, like the music they might use to play at the big G-Phoria. And while you may not be familiar with Brandon Davis, he's an integral part of the program.
Yeah, it's called a Super Trooper 2. It's a spotlight, so all the talent and stuff, we follow them around.
This right here is the very exclusive VIP lounge. This actually is the only time I will be allowed in this area. The home for the first annual G-Phoria is the Henry Fonda Theater. Built in 1926, over the years the venue has seen its share of concerts, parties, and celebrities. But wait, there's more. This is another VIP section right here. You can tell by the wicker baskets, that's what gives it away.
We've got these great hemp lanterns that'll hang over the lounges on bamboo poles to create this very zen environment.
You know what the Zen Buddhist said to the hot dog vendor?
No, tell me.
Make me one with everything.
While this is the first year that gamers and industry insiders have achieved the glow, everyone has used the Force at one time or another over the past 20 years. Whether it's speeding along the trenches of a Vector Death Star in the original Star Wars, or losing hours of sleep with the current Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars franchise is top-notch. And the next installment in the Rogue Squadron series, Rogue Squadron 3, is one of the most popular games on the floor at G-Phoria.
Well, Rogue Squadron 3 really takes
the classic Star Wars trilogy to a new level. We have a lot of different characters and we have a lot of different kind of gameplay modes. The story really starts after the destruction of the first Death Star from New Hope. And what we're doing this time around is we're really filling in the gaps of the classic Star Wars movies. So it goes all the way from Empire Strikes Back all the way to the Return of the Jedi. And we have some really innovative levels, like we're going through the Endor Forest on speeder bikes. We're going back to Hoth as Luke Skywalker's running around Hoth and actually using his grappling hook to get underneath the AT-ATs and to cut open the AT-ATs with his lightsaber, and then finally finishing that level in a X-Wing. This time around, Factor 5 has completely rewritten the entire game engine for multiplayer, and as a result, we can actually display twice the number of polygons that we had in Rogue Leader. So now we have twice the number of TIE fighters, very high detailed models. I think gamers will need and want this game if they're a Star Wars fan, first and foremost, because it's really about fantasy fulfillment.
In the annals of entertainment history, there have been some monumental underdogs who succeeded against seemingly insurmountable odds. Indiana Jones against the entire German army, and Gene Hackman and the Hickory Huskers in Hoosiers, to name a couple. But those pale in comparison to a man who went face-to-face with a giant gorilla, all in the name of love.
In his signature red overalls that proudly show off his plumber's physique, he's truly one of the most legendary video game characters. So it's fitting that Mario is the first recipient of the G4 Legend Award presented by Jeep.
Jeep as itself is a legend. I mean, it's been around since the World Wars. It's kind of like, as we presented with Mario tonight, the Legend Award. Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, Mario, he's really been around longer than almost any other video game character. And it's really brought up the video game industry as a whole.
You know, you gotta love Mario. Of course he's got to win the first one. Who else could possibly have won that first award? I mean, what are you gonna give it to Zelda, little snot-nosed kid in a green hat? No.
I mean, I sort of compare Mario to the Charlie Chaplin of the video game industry. He's this character that really was at the beginning of the medium, and he's sort of growing up with it.
How has Mario influenced my life? Well, you know, a couple of girlfriends went by the wayside. You know, there was therapy, there was the drinking, and he fixed my sink, which was cool.
Mario has kind of ruined gaming for me in a certain way in that I expect certain things to happen in games that don't always happen, you know? I always look, you know, above the roof for some secret level, and if it's not there, I'm terribly disappointed.
It's all about the Italian. It's all about Mario. Happy to see Mario win. Paisan.
We need to step aside to let our sponsors do their thing. But when we come back, we've got more games, including the American debut of a game that marches to the beat of its own drums.
And we also got our hands on one of the presenter gift bags from tonight's show. We'll take a look at what they got. That's all coming up on Pulse at Gphoria.
This portion of G4 Tech TV is brought to you by Diet Coke. It's a Diet Coke thing.
The legend grows. The new, longer Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, with more legroom, twice the cargo space, and trail-rated capability. Only in a Jeep 4x4.
Cingular is having a huge back-to-school sale on camera phones. We're all getting Motorola's with Bluetooth technology.
The Samsung with Zoom.
Wait, I thought we agreed on the LG. It downloads games.
It's a Zoom.
You know what, guys? We don't always have to do everything alike.
Celebrate back to school with up to $150 off a super wide selection of the coolest new camera phones available.
We call it our Now You Can Tell Us Apart plan.
Great savings on camera phones. Another reason Cingular fits you best.
If someone wrote a book about your life, would anyone want to read it? The stories of tomorrow are being written today in the U.S. Navy. You'll do more in a few years than most people do in a lifetime, if you're ready. Check out the Life Accelerator at Navy.com. Navy, accelerate your life.
Oh, baby, it's summertime. You know what that means. The 2004 and 1 mixtape tour presented by Mountain Dew Core Red is about to invade your city. This is Duke Tango inviting you to the Open Run and Basketball Expo. Also, the Source Halftime Show brought to you by Nintendo. This is the #1 street ball tour as seen on ESPN.
To see how you can win 2004 mixtape tour tickets and prizes from EB Games, check out ebgames.com/and1. That's ebgames.com/and1.
Hey you! Get MCSE, Cisco, or A+ certified, guaranteed, with Smart Certify's fast and easy IT certification courses. You'll earn more money and have more job security once you're IT certified. Listen to this.
If it wasn't for Smart Certify, I'd still be working a dead-end tech support job.
Let me tell you, there's no better way to pass the IT exams than by using these courses.
I've done tons of IT training, but Smart Certify's MCSE course was the best by far.
Smart Certify has one-on-one mentoring and a money-back guarantee. I couldn't lose.
Now it's easy to advance your career as a certified IT professional. Call 1-877-TRAINING today and mention code IT to take a free course title. Or go online at www.smartcertifieddirect.com. That's toll-free at 1-877-TRAINING or www.smartcertifieddirect.com. Get your free course now.
Join G4 Tech TV as we look at the games taking this year's trip to G-Phoria, the award show for gamers. This week, meet the nominees for Best Graphics, Innovation, and more.
Feels good to be the Devo Double J.
The journey starts next. The Road to G-Phoria, Volume 1, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
Welcome back to Pulse Gphoria, brought to you by EB Games and Jeep. Along with Ronilyn and Reilly, I'm Patrick Clark, and we're here at the Henry Fonda Theater in Hollywood.
The festivities are reaching a fevered pitch here at G-Phoria. You may have played Parappa, dominated DDR, and annihilated Amplitude, but you haven't truly played a rhythm game until you've tried Taiko drums, which makes its American debut at G-Phoria tonight.
It's called Taiko, and it's all basically just a drum simulation to where it tells you different ways to hit either in the center of the pad or on the rim, and it's basically doing the art of Taiko drums.
Anybody who doesn't like to read an instruction manual will definitely like this game.
I used to play the little mariachi little game, and it's just like that except with the drums from Japan. It was really cute.
This is definitely a game for all ages. Anybody can see the little red dot coming up and just whack the pad. It's like practice, but it's like a video game. What better way to demonstrate a game than to have a bunch of drunk people come play on a simple MIDI pad like that, you know? It's great. Hell yeah.
Don't be surprised if we see Taiko drums take home a few Glow Awards next year. It's already a huge hit with tonight's G-Phoria crowd, and gamers are always looking for something new and different. Like the awards for Most Guilty Pleasure, Best Villain, and Best Brawl. Let's see what the winners had to say and get reactions from the crowd.
I'm a bit surprised because, I really don't think anybody should feel too guilty playing that beach volleyball game, you know what I mean? There's no reason to feel guilty, you know? The fact that somebody could walk in on you at any minute, I think that's what makes you feel guilty. Or in my case, you know, a Catholic childhood, you know, that certainly helps.
That really feels great for us because Gaiden obviously has been kind of central to the Legend of Zelda series. And that first shadow comes across the screen, you know, and it's at the same time it almost comes across your heart and you're like, oh no, that's him. And it's like, it kind of sends shivers down your spine. Because of that, you know, Gaiden really is like, he's the ultimate villain for a lot of people playing games these days.
It's pretty exciting. I mean, considering that, you know, it's been over 10 years since the first Mortal Kombat came out, and you know, the current version is still, you know, up there with the other brawlers. I'm pretty excited about that. We really try to separate ourselves, and I think that people see that it's a lot different than the standard fighting games that are out there.
Much like a movie, a game's soundtrack can dramatically affect the overall experience. And this year's Glow Award winner for Best Soundtrack, Vice City, raised the bar to lofty new heights. The music not only set the tone for the game, it put players squarely in the middle of the 80s. Whether it was Flock of Seagulls, Curtis Blow, or Psychedelic Furs, it had a little something for everyone. And here's what everyone had to say about it.
When I first heard the soundtrack in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, that was pretty much a revelation to me about how old I am. Because a lot of those songs is what I grew up with, and to hear them in a video game is a novelty item. I don't know, that's kind of heartbreaking to me.
It's very gratifying to win Best Soundtrack because we put a lot of effort into it, a lot of thought went into it, and I think it bodes well for not only our games, but just the industry in general going forward, having that level of talent associated with the products.
The music was integral to the entire Vice City experience. You know, you set a game in the 80s, what creates that mood is the music. So when you hear Michael Jackson, you hear Flock of Seagulls, you hear all those great, you know, songs in this game, it just makes you feel like you're back in the 80s.
We were trying to get a record deal, and we went to Zoo Records, and they had a band called Teardrop Explodes, and their album cover was on the wall, and it was two people running away from a spaceship. So we basically said, look, we'll write a song tonight about that picture. We wrote that song, I Ran.
It was very nostalgic, having grown up in the 80s. I remember a lot of these songs, and I just wanted to hear what was next. You kept wanting to play the game just to see what was next as far as music is concerned.
The game's great, but the game doing that well, I think, is pretty unexpected, you know, for us just to be involved in it.
Another game featured at G-Phoria this year is the update to the classic Prince of Persia. While everyone who saw it tonight knows the game is going to be huge, do you think they know that it's being developed by the same team who brought us Splinter Cell? Let's take a look at Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
In Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, players will assume the role of the prince, whom after his father invades an Indian palace, he's tricked by an evil vizier into unleashing the Sands of Time. Pretty much this game has it all. It's got all the action such as you would see in like Devil May Cry. It's got the Ico worlds and puzzles, and it's got the adventure of something you'd find in Zelda. The first game did have a lot of puzzle elements, and you know, we want to pay homage to that first game, so we kept a lot of that in there. But we're really emphasizing the action and combat in the game. So this game's coming out in November 4th, 2003. But be sure to pick up the demo. It drops September 5th. And it's gonna contain the award-winning E3 demo and a little something for all you nostalgic fans out there to play on your PS2, so watch out.
Just like the Academy Awards and every other award show, the presenters at G-Phoria were given a gift bag. And from the looks of it, Patrick, I think you and I are in the wrong business.
Yeah, I think you're right. Check this out. What you get, first off, you get an Xbox, which Reilly has, and an Xbox carrier. Also in the gift bag, you have things like controllers for PlayStation 2 or whatever, a memory card, Ape Escape 2, a subscription to Gamer Magazine, and what do you think the most expensive thing in this bag is, Reilly?
The shampoo.
From Fred Siegel. It pays to be famous.
I guess it does. I don't understand what you do with the controllers if you don't have the consoles.
Well, you wait to get that console at next year's G-Phoria.
Good idea. We need to turn things over to our sponsors, but when we get back, we'll take an exclusive look at Full Spectrum Warrior, and we'll see what the reaction was to the winner of tonight's biggest award, the Glow for Game of the Year. That's all coming up on Pulse at G-Phoria.
These guys win every year.
You guys ready for this? Let's do it.
Introducing the new Jeep Wrangler Unlimited with the Sunrider soft top. With more passenger room and twice the cargo space, you'll be able to bring so much stuff that you're bound to forget something.
Hey, what's up?
Got everything, right?
Yeah, we got everything. Why?
Trail-rated capability, only in a Jeep 4x4.
At school, we're known as the Singular Girls. See, we all convinced our parents to get Singular Family Talk, which was easy because it's such a great deal.
It doesn't cost extra to talk to family.
Or to all Singular customers. If you don't have Singular, we don't talk to you.
Not because we're mean.
We're just good shoppers.
Singular Family Talk. Add a line for just $9.99 and get unlimited nationwide calling on the largest mobile-to-mobile calling area in America.
We call it our Singular is so this year plan.
Add a line for just $9.99. Another reason Singular fits you best.
Why does the U.S. Olympic team compete with the support of thousands of Gateway PCs? Because serious competitors require serious power. Right now, Gateway can equip you to compete with free double memory and a free processor upgrade on our 310T power package, all for just $499.99. You'll get a fast Intel Pentium 4 processor, a big 17-inch monitor, extra memory, and gold medal service and support. A complete system for just $499.99. Call 1-800-GATEWAY now.
There are 3 things you can count on in life: death, taxes, and cable rate increases. Thousands of Americans each day have realized that rising cable rates and poor service are not their only choice. People are switching to DirecTV. Switching from cable has never been easier, especially now that you can get a 4-room system for free. With the DirecTV Total Choice Plus with local channels programming package, you get over 130 channels of your favorite programming with true digital quality picture and sound. And best of all, you get your favorite local channels too. DirecTV also offers premium programming from HBO, Starz, Showtime, Cinemax, plus Sports Pack. Plus up to 55 pay-per-view choices a day. Plus you get your choice of the best sports programming available, including NFL Sunday Ticket, exclusively from DirecTV. Your choice has never been easier. Call now to order your DirecTV system for up to 4 rooms for free. That's a $299 value. And your standard professional installation is always included.
Welcome back to Pulse Gphoria, brought to you by EB Games and Jeep. I'm Patrick Clark, alongside my cohort, Ronilyn Reilly. We're here to bring you the side of G-Phoria you didn't see earlier.
Even though we're nearing the end of G-Phoria, we've still got plenty of goodies coming your way. But first, let's take a moment to look back at some of the industry insiders in attendance at G-Phoria and hear their opinions on the industry and where it's headed.
G-Phoria is really great for our industry because the video game industry is really growing and expanding, and we're finally getting the recognition that I think we've deserved for a long time now.
You walk in here, this is like a Hollywood event. There's a red carpet out there, and there's movie stars after movie stars coming into this thing, you know?
And for me, I mean, the current state of the video game industry, I mean, we can only get better.
Finally, we're less concerned about the limitations of technology. Instead, it's more about celebrating that you don't have as many limits, that you can do almost anything, and that really all you need to be is as creative as you can possibly be.
With events like this, with a connection to Hollywood, it's really becoming about the talent, the creative talent behind the music, and the visuals and the story.
There will come a time, and it's maybe 10 or 20 years off in the distance, maybe 30 years, when we'll have a president of the United States who will have grown up playing Grand Theft Auto.
Some people subscribe to the theory that a game has to be both innovative and visually impressive to be good, and others want to play a game that features an original concept or one that hasn't gotten the recognition it deserves. Regardless of which side of the coin you're on, let's see what the winners for Best Graphics, Best Rookie Game, Most Innovative, and Most Underrated had to say.
We're very excited that Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell won Best Graphics. One of the things we worked hard on was lights and shadows and having everything really interactive. And so we feel that things really came together, and the graphics being great, it's just what you expect. It's exactly what you think you'd find in real life.
Anytime that, you win an award where somebody has come out and said, this is a really innovative game and this is really good work that you've put together, it really is satisfying to know that there are people out there that think, wow, this is something new that I've never seen before, and I think it's really cool and really fun. To win one that the gamers obviously voted on, and they obviously see Animal Crossing as innovative.
Hello, Lambert.
We're very excited that Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell won the Best Rookie Game Award. We really worked to build in the technology, the graphics, the storyline, and the strong characters. So we're very excited. And we're excited we have the next one coming out in March.
I know that, the team worked so hard and they spent 2 years of their lives on this game. And for them to, after the fact, get this most underrated game, I think, is really a big plus for them. Apparently, in the last year or so, it's become kind of popular to, trash on Mario. There have been a lot of people that have, when talking about their own games, try to, find some way to put down Mario. And so I think when the gamers come and they say, hey, you know what? We think Mario Sunshine is a great game, and we think that it's better than everybody else said it was. That really means a lot to us.
Let's get back to the games and take a look at THQ's Full Spectrum Warrior, which puts you in the middle of the most dangerous kind of warfare, urban combat. G-Phoria was the first place in the world to have a playable demo of the game, so let's get to it.
Actually, the idea for Full Spectrum Warrior came from the U.S. Army and came from our project lead who read Black Hawk Down. And Black Hawk Down's been giving us a lot of inspiration for setting the mood and the style of gameplay and really trying to bring an actual war to life on a video game console.
It's an entertaining simulation commissioned by the U.S. Army. We were kind of commissioned to create something that was both had training value but was also entertaining, and it had to be played on a video game console because they wanted to disseminate it to the troops in the field.
Hit the dirt and return fire, Alpha.
The Army first approached us about making a training simulation for urban warfare. They wanted to be able to teach their soldiers critical decision-making in today's type of wars, which are not on big battlefields anymore. They're in downtown Baghdad. So we wanted to tweak the missions a little bit just to, play to gamer sensibilities, but at the same time, we're keeping all of the authenticity of a real Army experience.
It was a difficult challenge, actually, to kind of walk that line between game and simulation. What we basically did is we made sure that we spent a lot of time working on the artificial intelligence and the artificial behaviors of the soldiers, and we spent a lot of time making sure that the worlds really, the physics in the worlds were actually very authentic and lifelike.
Everyone seems really excited. In fact, I was just standing over by a kiosk a few minutes ago, and they saw Full Spectrum Warrior being demoed, and they go, "Oh my God, that's an amazing game." That's exactly the kind of reaction I want to hear, and I'm glad it's being showcased at this event.
While each of tonight's winners was worthy of the glow, there's really only one award that is coveted by everyone, Game of the Year. And while a good case could be made for any of the 5 nominees, Grand Theft Auto Vice City took home the top prize. This is what people had to say about the Game of the Year.
Winning Game of the Year for us was a humbling experience. It made us realize how fortunate we are to have had the success. But at the same time, it was really inspiring, and I think going forward, we're going to really try hard to meet expectations and surpass them exponentially.
We are now under new management, and things are going to change around here again.
Well, you got to look at Grand Theft Auto Vice City and say it is an amazing game. That type of customizing the game to what you as a gamer want is just an amazing thing, and we're seeing much, much more of it. So in this case, we have a game that's doing that, and it's doing it very, very well.
If you ask people what actor would you like to play sort of the mobster in Grand Theft Auto, people would say Ray Liotta, just out of sort of, the general sense of who the kind of person they'd want. And the fact is, Rockstar was actually able to get Ray Liotta, and it really just brought a lot of authenticity to the game.
You want some too? Hey, chill. Ray Liotta's voice brings to mind all the same characteristics that a gangster would have.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City is Game of the Year because it's playing off of the success of Grand Theft Auto 3. It's just a fun game. There's a lot to do.
Well, I really think Tommy Vercetti is, a man's man. He's a character everybody wants to be. He takes what he wants, he gets what he wants, and he doesn't take bullshit for any answers.
That's all for Pulse Gphoria. As you've seen, G-Phoria was the ultimate event celebrating video games and the people who play them. It's been quite a year for the video game industry, and it looks like things are only going to get better as it grows.
Absolutely, Ronilyn. I'm very excited about what's going to happen in the next year, and the entire Pulse team looks forward to bringing you all the news in the world of games, including the 2nd annual G-Phoria. For Ronilyn Reilly, I'm Patrick Clark, and now it's our turn to achieve the glow.
It's not surprising to have a flock of seagulls in Los Angeles because we're right near the beach.
With the kids today
So
and the
funny.
jokes.
Yeah. So what are you expecting tonight?
A lot of hot chicks and a lot of booze.
All right.
Other than that, I really couldn't care less.
Are you? Okay,
You are so much hotter than I am.
Oh no, you are. You guys are. It's like the Who is the Hottest contest, and there's just
It's a three-way tie.
Let's post it to the board.
Weeknights on G4 Tech TV. Get your game on. X-Play, weeknights at 11 p.m.
There's only